On the night of November 9th, 1938, Nazi soldiers looted and destroyed Jewish homes, businesses and synagogues throughout Germany. It became known as Kristallnacht, or the Night of Broken Glass, and is seen by historians as the beginning of the Holocaust. A few weeks later, and 10,000 miles away, William Cooper, an Aboriginal from the Yorta Yorta people, led a protest through the streets of Melbourne to the German consulate to protest the cruel persecution of the Jewish people by the Nazi government of Germany.
My grandfather grew up in hard times. He knew how his people were treated and saw how they were treated. And when he saw something in the paper about Kristallnacht, he could see no one else was going to do anything about it. And he said to himself, well, I've got to do it. And he organised a march, mainly Aboriginal people. There were some white people with them, and marched on the German ambassador.
It was the only private protest to occur anywhere in the world. At the age of 14, Cooper was brought to an Aboriginal mission in Maloga, where he quickly learned to read and write. It was also where he became a Christian, declaring, "I must give my heart to God." In 1935, he helped establish the Australian Aborigines League and organised a petition to King George V that Aborigines have representation in the federal parliament and be adequately cared for. The government of Joseph Lyons declined to send it to King George, saying no useful purpose would be served by it. In response to this rejection, on the 150th anniversary of the arrival of the First Fleet, Cooper helped organise a national day of mourning. The day was supported by many churches around the country. Cooper saw very little progress in his lifetime. His protests to the government were ignored, his petition to Germany was rejected, and he never lived to see the 1967 referendum on Indigenous voting rights. In 1940, he said, "I am still fighting on, and though disheartened at times, I know God sees all, and that if we keep trusting Him, He will see that we get justice. And so I keep on going, and shall do to the end." But history would ultimately side with Cooper. The day of mourning Cooper established became what we know and celebrate today as NAIDOC Week. The federal division of Batman, named after a controversial early settler who massacred Aborigines, will be renamed Cooper for the next federal election. And William Cooper's example inspired countless people to continue his cause into the present day.
What he did for his own people, I think the benefits of what he did we can see around today. And I think people always will remember my grandfather for that.
In 2017, his grandson reenacted Cooper's Kristallnacht protest, delivering the same message to the German ambassador. This time, it was accepted.